Good morning and welcome to Tallinn, capital of Estonia. I've come here for a few days, shoot some pictures. I'd originally hoped for falling snow, but it's not, it's actually sunny. There's still a bit of snow lying around. It's also very, very cold. It's about -12 today, which I think in freedom units is like 10. And current film in the camera is the new-ish Santacolor 800. So I've had to go with 100, which is quite nice. I thought I'd try the 800. So yeah, currently walking up a hill, which is why I'm panting a little bit, to get from the sort of lower down bit of the old town to the upper bit of the old town. I just think while the sun's out, the big Russian looking cathedral might be kind of cool. There's some really pretty frost on the trees as well, you can probably see. So yeah, a nice morning. See what I can find. So before I go and take a photo of the cathedral, I'm just visiting two viewpoints that look out over the city, which are quite nice. I don't know if you can see it on here, there's a huge bank of thick cloud on the horizon, which is to the north, it's the sea across which is Helsinki. I don't know if it's heading this way. If it does, I imagine quite a lot of snow will fall out of it, but none was predicted, so I'll have to see. But yeah, it's a very pretty view up here with all the city wall towers and frost on the trees. Pretty cool. The only annoyance is I'm not sure how well my Minolta's going to work in these sorts of temperatures. It's an old film camera, so I'm trying to be good and shove it back in my pocket between shots to keep it slightly warm. So far so good. I've taken like 12 pictures and seems to be working okay. So yeah, I'm going to possibly get a drink and then head round to the cathedral. Well, that was pleasant. I could feel myself falling asleep to those smooth jazz sounds. Yeah, back out into the cold now. One annoyance with cold weather is that every time I go inside, my glasses steam up and I can't see anything. So yeah, such is life. Right, I'll walk round to the cathedral and take a picture of that, and then possibly head back into the lower old town for something to eat. So it turns out a picture of the front of the cathedral is actually kind of tricky from, well, anywhere obvious, because there's a load of trees in front of it. So yeah, I haven't taken a picture yet. I'm going to walk that way, which goes, I think, back down towards the old town, and there might be a clearer angle to do from a distance. If not, no worries. Plenty of other things. Yeah. see if I can get a night shot on the film camera. The first viewpoint has a sort of rounded barrier, so there's nothing to rest the camera on. So I took a digital photo there. I'm going to wander around to the first viewpoint I stopped at this morning. So I think that had a wall, so hopefully I can prop the camera up on there. It's very dark. It's also very cold. According to my phone, it's -17 now. But it's kind of weird. It doesn't feel as cold as it does at home when it's like +5. I think just because it's so dry. Anyway, let Mr. Audi keep crunching backwards. Trying to remember which way I need to go. I think it's just round here. Yes, I think I'm the only person stupid enough to come up here at night. Which is a shame because it's quite pretty. So you get a much better impression of the modern buildings at night. They're all lit up quite impressively, changing colours and things. Right, get the mini tripod out. Well, I kind of guesstimated the exposure there. I went for 5 seconds because my digital camera was sort of 3 seconds. I figured being film, it'll probably benefit from a little bit of extra light. So, yeah, who knows? I took 2, so one of that direction with 2 churches and one more that way towards the northern buildings. Right, I'm kind of knackered, so I'll probably walk back down the hill now. I came up the steps on the north of the hill, so I'm going to go back down the hill that I went up this morning. That might be a pretty image as well. Yeah, right, yes. It's been lightly snowing all morning, which is nice, so it's a little bit darker today. Everything's now white, so I'm going to dial in +1 exposure, I think, on the camera. Yeah, I didn't take the picture looking down the cobbled hill last night, basically because there was nowhere to put the camera. It was really, really dark. I did a couple with the digital and even they were like green. So yeah, I'm just having a little wander around. So this tower is apparently called Fat Margaret, which seems a little rude, but you know, what do I know? There's a little archway through it back into the old town, which might make for a nice photo as well, I think. Yeah, see what I can find. I've seen loads of trams going past, so I thought I'd try and get a photo of a tram, and I've been stood here 5 minutes and there hasn't been any. Oh wait, there's one coming. So I am back home from Tallinn. I've actually been back a couple of weeks. It turns out the cold weather did kill the camera. I'm going to blame it on that. Basically, I got to the end of the Santacolor 800, popped in a roll with black and white, and the first couple of shots that you take just to get the roll started, the camera stopped working. So I wound the film back, opened up the back of it, and I think what's happened is the little ribbon that pulls the shutter curtain across has detached itself or broken or something. Basically the bottom of the curtain has come out and it's not working anymore. So given it's probably going to cost more than the camera's worth to fix that, because it's obviously buried deep inside it, I have picked up an X500 to replace it. I might try taking the X700 apart at some point, see if I can do anything with it, but yeah, for now it is dead. So yeah, anyway, guess that's it. So the last few shots, I visited the KGB prison cells museum, so I took a couple inside there, and I forget what the other couple of images are, you'll find out in a minute. Overall, I quite liked the film. It was pretty versatile, having a 800 speed. Obviously I had to stop down quite a lot during the day when it was sunny, but it was handy at night for the lower light shots. Obviously a little bit grainy at 800, but not too bad. I believe some people say it's probably portrait 800-ish, maybe something based on that's been re-rolled, or maybe the stuff you get in disposable cameras, who knows. But yeah, I thought it did pretty well. I've got another roll somewhere, which I'll use at some point. Right, enough waffling. I will let you look at the last few photos. And yeah, thank you for watching the video. And if you haven't already, click on subscribe, and I shall see you again soon. Bye.